If you saw our most recent video of our PAB wall haul, I'm trying to make sure that I don't mess that up. We were excited to make this video here because of the piece that we were able to get that we've been looking for. And what is that piece?
It is this brand new leaf element. And I have to say, when I saw this starting on some of the PAB walls,
Yeah.
on social media,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked up this piece on Lego.com.
Yeah, what is the price?
The price of this one piece alone is a whopping 55 cents.
55 cents. A handful is basically a combo from McDonald's. That's the way you have to start thinking about these things, right? Now, if you're not familiar with how Lego does the PAB wall, they do refreshes, which basically means it allows for that store to order different parts, whatever Lego is wanting to allow them to order to put on the PAB wall. And this is one of those parts that is now on the list of being an orderable part. So, Michelle, you saw some comments talking about what? And where did you see them from?
So, on some of our videos and on YouTube alone, we see a lot of videos talking about, can you really save by going to the PAB wall at your Lego store?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then, can you really save if you are stacking parts versus just dumping parts in?
Yeah, what's going to be the difference between stacking? What's going to be the difference between just dumping them in? And is it worth the time to stack? Because it is going to be consuming, or time consuming, I should say. Now, when it came to stacking, Michelle did the stacking, so shout out to her. She was just like in a zone, which is really cool to see. So now let's talk about the differences. So the first box is piling them on in there.
Yes. So we got a total of 3 large boxes
for
these leaves. And the first one, I told Jose, I said, let's just dump it in. Because I don't know if I want to even take time to actually stack it, but let's just dump it in.
Yeah, let's just dump it in there. So what did we get out of that first box?
So let me pull out my phone to tally the numbers and share it with you guys. So if you choose to just throw all of these leaves into a large box, and mind you not, we definitely shake to try to fit as much as possible. We were able to actually fit in 254 leaves. And mind you not, a large box is $17.99, and that allowed us to actually save $121.71.
$121. Now, here's another thing about this is those boxes, they do constrain, obviously, but if you're just throwing those pieces in there, you're literally like throwing money away that you could save. Now, we still got a ton of pieces, but there is a difference in between those. Again, that was just pile them on in there, right? Now, when it comes to the second box, what did we do differently? Because we actually did a difference in between those two boxes.
So, if we look at these leaf elements, you kind of see that they have a slight curve.
Yeah.
So on the second box, I decided to experiment. And I didn't stack, but I started placing all the leaves in the same curved direction and filled the box that way.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily stacked. It's just kind of getting them to groove with each other.
Now, this method, when we came back to the Lego studio and I counted this, I was a bit shocked.
Yeah.
So by actually kind of like putting them all in the same curved direction, we were able to fit in the box, a large box again, 250 leaves with a grand total savings of $119.51.
Yeah.
So the difference between the two boxes being thrown in and just putting all in the same, direction of the curve was just 4 pieces.
Yeah. 4 pieces, which, I mean, we get it, right? Because you have to think about it. And it's the crazy thing that I was trying to mind boggle around. There's a clear difference in between the shape of the boxes, right? Like the way that they're kind of bulging out in ways, you can tell that they're not all fitting together. But the difference is 4 pieces, but they look completely different. I was astonished at that. It's like, okay, cool. Now, the banger... The banger of all these 3 is going to be obvious. It is the stacking. So what did we get out of the stacking?
Yes. So the last box, we decided, okay, let's stack and let's see the difference. And this, as you can see, is the way that we chose to stack the leaves. Okay. So by stacking the leaves and fitting as many as we could possible, we got a total of 325 leaves in the box. And that literally gave us a total savings of approximately, because we were able, there's still space. And when we're talking about
you're gonna
going there, you want to fill in a
there.
few things. So we filled it in with a few other like small pieces. But overall, I would say the savings was almost $150.
Yeah, if you just you can do the calculation, how many that we got, and then obviously times 55 cents, right? But stacking is clearly the way to go if you have the time. So the next thing is, how many pieces did we get?
So all 3 different methods, grand total number of leaves that we got, 829.
829. So if we would have stacked all 3 of those boxes, if we got 320 out of one box, I mean, we would probably gotten 1,000 of these leaves, and they're totally worth it.
Now, grand total, keeping in mind that these leaves on Lego.com right now is 55 cents.
Yes.
829 times 55 means one.
I was like, that's no way.
$455.95 before taxes if we were to have purchased all these leaves on Lego.com.
And if you can see in the background, Baradora is right behind Michelle. That's Baradora. That's how much money you save if you do this. Now, I know there are a ton of these videos out there about stacking, should you and should you not stack, and all of that good stuff. Well, one of the reasons why we made this is there's always new people getting into Lego. And if we can get this information to them so they can then save money themselves, I would make a stacking video every day, right? Like, we want to make sure that people are getting their money's worth.
Yeah, because I think it's funny that whenever we go to the Lego store, and we're always, in the very back, we've got our boxes, we're stacking our parts. We always hear people when they're checking out, what's going on back there? What are they doing back there? What is that? Is that an event?
Yeah. And the funny thing is they'll actually ask us, like, what are you guys doing? And we always tell them, well, this is the way to maximize how much money you can save and how many parts you can get by doing this. And the funny thing is, we see them look at our boxes, and then they look at theirs, and then they start stacking, and then they're like, holy moly, we can fit more and more and more. And it's such a cool thing to see. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
I mean, overall, again, it's up to you how you want to, get your parts.
Yeah, it's all about time.
But it's exactly that. It's all about how much time do you want to invest. Obviously, the more time you invest, the more money you're going to save.
Yeah.
So again, totally up to you. But I thought it was pretty fun to kind of test this out.
Yeah. It's always a cool thing to see the reactions of people and them starting to stack as well. And then when you do the totals and you see the prices, it almost becomes like a mini game for us as how much money we can save. But again, it's all based on time. So if you enjoyed the video, do us a favor and go down there and hit it with a like. If you want to see more content like this about stacking or parts or building a city, which we're currently doing, please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. It just drops you a nice little notification letting you know that we drop new content. Now, as always, in the comment sections below, let us know. Do you stack? Do you pass this information along to other people as well when you're at the Lego store about stacking? Let us know in those comments below. As always, when you're out there looking for the... you know what? It's all the savings. It's all the savings. While you're out there looking for Lego, searching for that perfect set for you, be safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.